Okay, we go, dude. Another run. Let's hope this one is it. Okay. Okay. Start the timer. And this one is surely it. No, but for real though, let's just get a better PB, get a bit more accustomed to doing these runs. We did practice some of the bosses a bit more, but yeah, they still need more consistency, getting them at least 9 out of 10 times is necessary. Otherwise, you just play too much on the RNG of your skill, I guess. I hope we can avoid some of the meme fights we got along the way, like Fire Giant, I think was kind of bad last run. He did glitch out on a tree, and I think the rest was just purely skill issue. We got like 3 hits on Malekith, I think. Those were just me misclicking the roll. Same goes for Godfrey. And with Godfrey we just... Oh yeah, with Godfrey the arena trolled us and we got pushed into his stomp attack.
And I can also that you're not. Then why not? I am Khan.
Ooh, not this many arrows. So yeah, an hour 15 of the setup, and then it's an hour like 10. If you don't get hit, I think it's exactly about an hour to then to do the boss rush and finish the game after the setup. I hope you're doing great in Sonic today. Thank you very much, Liana. Yes, I am. Still a bit sick. I got sick during Christmas, so still sounding a bit nasally, but I'm doing good.
Nay, sir, but you. I can play the turning to aid you. You need to the foot. Then it summon me. Ah, I bequeath. It will some torrent. Treat him with.
We get the flail to kill Bogart and Grail, and we get the wet blade to be able to change that human to heavy on Craglite. Although I do wonder if you actually need this wet blade. Oh, I guess it's not a wet blade but a whetstone knife, but if you actually need it to give the heavy attunement, I guess you do need it. I think you need it overall to buy Ashes of War with any attunement.
Oi! You there! Could you help us out, Cully?
Come on.
You were just thank you. I was pushing. I ended up. Oh, when they and so this is. I hope. Oh,
I do wonder if these rolling sheeps can actually do damage to you if they roll into you. Because that would be nasty. You don't even pay attention to them and boom, suddenly a hit. That's how I got hit on one run when I was in Liurnia and I was running just by. Oh Jesus. And one of the dragonflies aggroed on me. Didn't even notice it because it's so small. And just as I'm shooting down those balloons in Upper Liurnia, I get hit with a dragonfly. So yeah. I guess the sheeps aren't really an enemy, more like a creature, so maybe they just count as environmental damage. If they actually do damage. I know the lightning ones do damage for sure. The ones up at one of the ancient dragons.
Servant to the true order and celebrated repudiator.
Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless.
Thank you, Liana. Thank you very much for the follow. Oh, these dragonflies. You don't even know when they aggro. Which is the biggest problem. If you stand still, they can just easily hit you. think when it comes to like Twitch, definitely the biggest improvement you can do. I didn't mean to aggro that one. The biggest improvement you can do or get is getting Twitch affiliate, because that allows you to stream at different resolutions. So for example, now I'm logged at 1080p and I think 4K bitrate with a maximum of 5.5 if the servers aren't busy. And once you're Twitch affiliate, you can make it so that you can stream, I mean the user can choose any kind of bitrate and not any kind of bitrate, any kind of resolution, and you can stream up to 8K bitrate, which would be much better for the general quality of the stream, because yeah, I guess it just looks better. Okay, simple cavalry cheese. Get 50k runes for 55k runes from that, so an easy boost in the early game. I think you can even do it with only like 2 kukris. You can of course cheese them by just jumping around the edge of the bridge, but that's way more risky on a no-hit run, and this allows you to do it from a distance safely. So yeah, now we go and we get the grace at Fort Earth, and we go and we then go for the Beast Torch. Beast Torch will allow us to simply go into Fort Firth and don't bother with the reds, and that allows us to just TP out instead of having to Memory of Grace after we get the Red Icon Source Seal. And we do need the Red Icon Source Seal because that will allow us to wield it and kill Grail for, I think it's 100k runes in total, or like 90k. So yeah, like I said, this setup part is mostly just running around, collecting smithing stones, necessary talismans, unlocking some graces like the DTS grace and the Radan grace, and yeah, I think the only boss we kill in the setup is the Night Scav, Grail, and I guess you could say Bernal is a boss, and Bogart, I guess. You only play this game or some other beside? On stream, only this game. But I do play other games beside Elden Ring, quite a few. I enjoy many types of games, all the way from games like Satisfactory or Factorio
How can I?
to
safe journey.
like hardcore shooters like Escape from Tarkov. Although, yeah, after Escape from Tarkov released, I don't think that's the game's going to doing too good. Some RPGs, some open world games, like Cyberpunk, for example. Loved that game. This is not optimal. I think I went a bit too early, so that's alright. So yeah, I do like quite a variety of games. What I don't really play are like top-down MMOs, like Baldur's Gate and what else is there? Diablo. Never really were my style. Okay, we pour that out and we get another foul foot. Although Elden Ring is definitely my, well, at least top 3 games, and I guess I could say it's my favorite game. Although, you know, games do vary by the way you play them. Some games you just play once and there's not really much to do after that. For example, Cyberpunk, I played that game, I think I did 2 playthroughs. One before the DLC, one after the DLC, and I did 100% achievements, and yeah, just nothing else to do. You know, you got all the cars you want, and I mean, you can run around and enjoy just the night city, but there's not really that much content to do after that, so and Elden Ring does have its replayability, which is, I think, one of the best in all of the games I played. The amount of builds you can do, challenge runs you can do, like this one. It's just huge. The possibilities for different runs. Of course you have to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, you won't replay it, but we don't really need FP to cast Spinning Chain. Just gets grayed out and we do less impact damage, but the bleed buildup is the same, so we don't really care about the damage itself. Grail has so much HP that it doesn't matter. We just want the bleeds. Okay, after this we go and we get Crackblade, some poison darts from a merchant. We get the Craze next to Redmane Fort, Redmane Castle. We'll use it after Godric to do Radam. And after that we have some other stuff left in Limgrave to do. For all the runes, and we go to Roundtable Hold
Forgive me.
just to get the Melina dialogue out of the way.
Testing you.
I'm also a gamer. I like to play
If the
Minecraft, God of
Elden
War,
Ring
PUBG,
would truly
or
have
Dead
you,
by Daylight.
If you had the metal
Cool games,
to endure this long
good classics.
and arduous path. It seems torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering. Very well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
I haven't played only God of War out of the games you listed. I played, I think I played Dead by Daylight, but I definitely didn't get into it. I don't, just not my style of game. You can pump some levels in, but I do want some rooms left for purchases. Okay. So yeah, we grab this grace. We'll use it later on to get Flame Grant Me Strength from that castle. But we do that only after we get Assassin's Gambit from Bernal. Just makes it safer to do. I think it's the last part of setup getting that incantation. We get some poison darts. These are for Alu, the phase 2 fight, just in case we don't get it scripted. We use the poison darts to poison him, and that way we can just run around and dodge his attacks without a worry. Need the crackpot. can I share your stream with my community? That could help you grow a bit. I mean, sure, you can share the stream. Of course. Do you also stream on Twitch? Oh, well, I guess if you have a community, I guess, yeah, you do. Everyone is welcome. Unless you're like coming just to do some self-advertising for your arts or stuff like that. Get that constantly. People just come in, you know, do the hey, I whip up some cool streamer logos. This is my link, come check it out. This is my Discord. Stuff like that. Man, my throat is killing me. I have such a raspy voice because of it. Hope I can recover in the next 2 days before New Year's Eve. Grab the Trinas lilies. We need 4 sleep pods for Fire Giant. As long as, you know, Fire Giant doesn't do some goofy stuff and doesn't troll the attack, the attempt. And we need at least 2 sleep pods, I guess 3 sleep pods for Godskin Duo. So yeah, we need 7 Trinas lilies in total, but just in case we get hit, getting some more is always useful. Especially on, I guess both those bosses can do some weird shit and troll the run a bit. So yeah, now we go and we grab the strength tier, golden vow, and we get the grace near Bernal and the grace near the blue dancer charm. The blue dancer charm, dungeon, cave. We also get the blue dancer at the end of the setup after we get Assassin's Gambit. I think you can do that that cave without Assassin's Gambit if you just kill all the bats that are down the jump up, but Assassin's Gambit is just quicker and makes the other parts safer. And Assassin's Gambit allows you to not wake up the boss immediately after you enter the arena. Sketchy jumping, okay. So now we can just kill this dude and he gives us golden vow. And 2 heavy unsheaths are enough to script him out of his horse. And then you can just repose them to kill him.
Hello? Can you hear me? I am please. I just give and I'll don't dally. Give it your all, Ice. Oh, that's well.
Listen, Liana, if you're just here to promote your artwork and, you know, trying to get to, you know, sell some of your art, just, you know, like I said when you started typing in the stream, there were, I think, 3 rules, and one of them is no self-promotion of your artwork. So I don't need any artwork, and I'm not really interested in looking at any. So yeah, we're almost halfway through the setup. So yeah, now all the Liurnia running and getting the smithing stone ball bearing in, all this is left. I'd love to show you my work if you're interested. Like I said, if you're just have some art that you want to show, yeah, that's sure, I don't mind it, but I'm not interested in buying any logos, art, profile pictures, Twitch banners and stuff like that.
Surprised no matter. Why don't? Oh, but don't.
Okay, so we need these and 5 of these. Which gives us enough smithing stone ones to go to +3. And we can start upgrading with the smithing stones 2s. And all the way across Liurnia we will collect the remaining ones, and after that we use the smithing stone ball bearing 2 to upgrade our iron balls up to +12, and with some additional smithing stone 5s we get a +13 weapon before we actually do any fighting. Yeah, these dragonflies, man. Getting PTSD from them. From that one run when I got hit by a dragonfly. This is kind of crazy, you don't even spot them on a normal playthrough. They're just like background environmental stuff, but once you get hit by them, you definitely remember that they exist. I think it was 2 rounds before this one when I got hit by a dragonfly. I got hit by those balloons up there. I just stayed in place for a little bit too long while I was aiming my bow at those balloons and got a little bit too close, and out of nowhere you don't even notice it. They aggroed. Especially since I was already using my stam to get the balloons down, so made it harder to notice, even more so. Oh, but that by that dragonfly right there. Exactly that one. Small bastard. I do wonder why the beast repelling torch doesn't work on them. I mean, they are animals. Maybe it's only like that it works on wolves, and although I do guess it works also on snails, and it's not like snails could be called beasts, so yeah, I don't know. Just weird. So yeah, this part is easy. You just run along the right side of the cliff. You keep the right side near you. And you're safe from the Loretta barrage. Okay, we get this grace and we go all the way to the academy gate, and we get some more smithing stones along the way, and we go to Bogart to kill him for the iron balls and to start the Raya questline. So we picked up some kukris behind the glintstone dragon. So we can just distract the crab. And run by safely. Now we head for this grace up ahead and then make a sharp right to avoid some lobsters along the way, and we go to Bogart. So yeah, we avoided that lobster on the right. And yeah, Bogart can be a bit tricky if you're not scripting him with the flail, because the iron balls do have quite a quick attack, but with the iron balls you can just stun lock him. Simple. And we will skip to daytime because we have to run past the death right bird. So once we get Raya, we go to Altus. We don't accept the invitation to Volcano Manor. We accept that only after we kill Bernal. That way we can get
Hello.
the Assassin's Gambit Ash of War unlocked
It's rather my mistress. But I was class.
without killing Crykert, or
Oh, what a blessing.
yeah, I guess killing Crykert unlocks the
Please.
Assassin's
Could I
Gambit.
forget? I see you are very to steady such. Please.
So yeah.
Brave Thomas, are you on a volcano?
So we get a grace near the lift. And then we go get the smithing stone ball bearing. And along the way we also grab some smithing stone 6s. There is this dragonfly up ahead, which did aggro on me somehow last run. Luckily it didn't aggro this time. But yeah. So now just some simple running up in Altus. We go inside the cave, we get the ball bearing. We get one smithing stone 5 that is a bit deeper inside on the elevator ride. And then we go up to the merchant near the closest grace to DTS. And along the way there is also another smithing stone 5, which gives us 2, which allows us to get the plus 13 weapon. If we won't need these, we can just equip the iron ball. I guess we can equip also the dagger, which we'll use. Later on we put on it the Ash of War Golden Vow. And we use the dagger specifically because it's lightweight, and we do use the Blue Dancer charm, which gives damage based on our equip load, so having the weapon that we have, the Ash of War, being lighter, does increase our damage. And I think on a setup where we have just the iron balls, the dagger, and the seal, I think we get around plus 13 or 14 damage just from the Blue Dancer charm, which is the most damage we get from any talisman we have, because the ritual sword is 10%. The charge attack is only for charge attacks, and that is also 10%. And Radagon's sword seal is just levels. If I would go and do an Elden Ring no-hit run all graces, not any percent but all graces, I think after doing the main game I would probably switch to using Ritual Sword on the harder bosses. It's 10% damage more. It's really easy to get. You can script that fight with the Death Ray Bird easily. And yeah, I guess it's just safer. But I'm not using it on this run just because it takes up time to set up the RTSR. And Ritual Sword, you just have it active at all times before the boss, so... Especially since we have to get our health down using the Assassin's Gambit, and that is just slow. Can I jump up? Yeah, I can. Bloody Slash is quicker and it is available quite early on, but I mean, it's just another unnecessary risk you're taking on in the early game, killing that knight. So yeah, I don't do it. But it is an option. I think I saw a strat on Gino's stream where you mighty shot the knight from up from the tower, and then while he goes up the ladder, you drop down on one of the ledges and you can mighty shot him again in the head, and then you can just easily hit him with a bow or just a melee attack and kill him. But yeah, like I said, that's just a necessary risk, and we don't really need that 10% buff on this run. Most of the bosses are already scripted. So yeah, now we just go up that cliff. We grab the Smithing Stone 5 along the way. We grab the Grace up next to the Merchant. And after that we go upgrade the Iron Balls to plus 13, and we do Bernal. Yeah, after Bernal, the setup is basically over.
Fortunately for you, however, you are maidenless.
Lex the Lioness, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we go and we upgrade. We get 12 of these and 9 of these. We can sell some leftover runes to Hugh, and we put
No matter how you.
all the rest into strength. Okay, like this. We equip Golden Vow. We equip Cragblade. I think I should have enough for at least one level. Or 2 levels. Yeah, we can upgrade our flask. Won't really need those, but I think the most we need is two blue flasks on Godskin Duo. Just to recast Flame Grant Me Strength. Okay, we equip the physics. We have Cragblade, we have Golden Vow. Can unequip these. Okay, we should be good to go.
Suppose I have no choice. You are an enigma.
Simple.
To be certain, the volcano manor awaits you.
Okay, now we go and we accept Raya's invitation to Volcano Manor. That way, once we give the ball bearing to the Twin Maidens, we have Assassin's Gambit unlocked without doing Rykard.
I knew you. I hear. Take my hand. Give. I will.
And yeah, Assassin's Gambit is extremely useful on this run. I don't even think we need this grace.
A warrior, perhaps. Will you
We just need the drawing room key and to accept the letter that is on this table right here. And that, I guess it tricks the game into thinking we already completed Bernal's questline. Oh damn, dude. Forgot we do need... Okay, I guess I can sell some stuff, but we do need 6.5k runes to buy Assassin's Gambit. Shouldn't have upgraded. You can sell some useless stuff. Like some armor or some Ashes of War. I don't know if I actually have enough. I can just use the beast torch and go to a cemetery nearby. Oh, I do have enough. Okay, never mind. But yeah, so we get Assassin's Gambit now, and the next part is the Blue Dancer charm. After that we go and get Flame Grant Me Strength, and that will put us... That will basically finish the setup. I guess I can equip it like this. Jeez, dude. Weird how that aggroed on me before I even got down here. Okay. We can go through most of the cave with just the beast torch out, and that makes the wolves not aggro on us. And we use Assassin's Gambit only after we have to jump down to the beds, as the beast torch doesn't work on them for some reason. We stick to the right side because one of the wolves has an scripted aggro, which just basically means he aggroes no matter what. Oh my god, dude. Jesus. Again. Okay, let's hope that's the only hit. But that's crazy. Crazy unlucky. Jumped too early. And now I jumped too far. I do not feel safe here. Simple mistakes like this and cost your run. Brutal. Just purely a misclick. And somehow not the first run I actually lose to that ledge. Final boss of Elden Ring, fall damage. I think I didn't have any runes on me at least. Yeah, if we get the run after getting hit on the setup, that's just brutal. Can we unequip these? Can use these. If you face the wall at the beginning, the golem won't aggro up until we get right to his ankle. So now we go and we get Flame grant me strength. So it's, I guess, some dog aggroed on me, probably that guy. I'll just rest and make it nighttime, so it's a bit harder to spot us. Even though we use Assassin's Gambit, it's not really necessary. But safety. Damn, bro, I even have in my notes written that the first jump is a normal jump and the second one is a sprint jump. Because I fell down that ledge already. Okay, now we go the DTS, and let's hope DTS doesn't do some stupid shit. Because he is very capable of doing that. This is basically a script, but he can complicate it a bit by jumping sideways, not in the right direction, which makes it so that after we stun him, the hit doesn't hit him over the edge. We can Memory of Grace out of that, but yeah, of course, would prefer not to do that. So yeah. Yeah, let's get it set up. We basically need iron balls, we need Assassin's Gambit, and need our bow and some kukris. So this cheese works, I'd say, like 90% of the time. Like I said, it bugs out mostly when it just does some weird movement. This is the correct movement that we want. Simple. Just like that. We grabbed his grace just so that we don't have to run all the way back. After we killed the 2 rune bearers. And I guess we can level up. The next step is patches. And we go to patches because we need his mortgage shackle from his store, and we do want the golden foul foot, which he also offers. We'll need the blue dancer. I hope I'm not running off the edge. So yeah, Patches should be scripted. Once he does his breath attack, we jump in with a jumping heavy, and that should transition him to his, I guess, second phase, if you can call that second phase. But yeah, after that we just hit him once and he's dead. Spawn Neridges and we just despawn him by running off out of his, I guess, arena range. Okay, let's see if I have everything. We can equip this. We won't use this up until after Godfrey. Godfrey, I meant Godric, of course. We leveled 2 points into Faith, so now we have 10 points, and the additional 5 from Godric's Great Rune give us enough to cast Flame.
Well, well, well. Thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little thief. The gods demand repentance. Cough up your coin. All of it. Wait, wait, please.
So yeah.
I surrender.
It was bound to happen someday. What a shit show.
I guess we can go kill Gillica, because we need 6k, I think 6,800 runes to buy both the Margit Shackle and the Golden Foulfoot, and we need to kill Gillica anyway. This fight is also kinda sketchy, cause the hitboxes on Gillica legs are not the best when paired with the hitboxes of the Iron Balls. Okay, simple. And this is basically the end of the setup. Now we can just go and do Margit. But first we buy the shackle. This and this. And we shouldn't be able to afford another level, so we can just go to Stormhill. And yeah, like I said, the setup takes about an hour 15, and we're right on time. Let's double check. Okay, yeah, we good. We don't need this, we need this. And that should be everything. Simple.
I shall remember thee, tarnished, smouldering with thy meager flame. Cower in fear of the night, the hands of the fell. It's tight. The guard you breached. Well.
We get the ritual sword and we equip the necessary items to pass through Stormvale. And we can also reset the enemies. Can just sneak past these ballistas. Basically everything. Even this lion on the right, he only aggroes if you don't have Assassin's Gambit active. The moment you go through this door without Assassin's Gambit, he immediately aggroes. So yeah, that's why this Ash of War is so good and necessary. We can of course go through the other way, although that it requires you to kill some of the guards along the way, and you still have to leash. I guess not leash, but bait one of the banished knights. Oh, and you have to kill Ghoststalker, because he does lock you in that one room if you don't kill him at the gate. I don't think that guy behind me ever actually aggroed. I mean, he did aggro, but I don't think he ever actually got off the ballista or whatever the hell he is on. I guess that explains why some kill him on the way. Maybe my Assassin's Gambit ran off while I was passing him. Okay, Godric. He can also do some dumb attacks and stall the fight, and yeah, not the most fun boss. Let's hope we get a good opening, some good RNG. That is not good RNG. Neither is this. This is even worse. This was sketchy on the stairs. This boss is another example of a bad arena. Can ruin a boss because his bouncing flame attack and the Stormblade attack paired with the slope of this arena can really mess up the fight. The flame can just bounce back at you and yeah, do some weird bullshit attacks. We do have a great rune to use, I mean, remembrance to use, but we can use it that when we get to Radan, after we activate this great rune. I know there is another way to go through this, which is supposedly safer, by you going on the right side with Assassin's Gambit and then getting in like the trench to dodge the arrow, but as long as this way works for me consistently, I'm not going to change it. Okay. I should skip from Godric to Radan. So yeah, even with the unlucky Blue Dancer cave, I mean unlucky, that was just a skill issue, but we had to reset it, Memory of Grace out of there. Even with that, we're still only an hour 20. By the time we get to Radan, so this is a good time. The run in total takes, if we do it deathless without any hiccups along the way, around 2 hours 15. If we have to, if there's something happens and you have to Memory of Grace, or some boss hits you and you have to redo him, takes about 2 hours 30 around. So we get 2 levels, we equip the Great Rune. We have all the Ashes of War. Pop a Rune Arc, and we should be good for Rodan. He is also mostly scripted, although he can also meme the fight with both his hitboxes and the Iron Ball's hitboxes. But luckily, as long as we dodge everything correctly, even if we mess up a hit, we should be able to easily Memory of Grace out the moment he goes into phase 2. And yeah, I guess his opening attack is also not scripted, but it's like a 70% chance we get the right opening attack. Okay, do I have everything? I should have everything. Okay. Did it a bit hard for my taste, but works. Simple. This was a perfect Rodan fight. He did exactly the right opening. A bit far for my character, but still the right opening and good hitbox RNG. So yeah. And now we go. I guess we go to round table and get the third talisman pouch.
Only fine. You have now to become the thing as
And now we can go into Landel. Into my nemesis, Goldtree. Yeah, that fight is just not pleasant, to say the least. The arena is definitely too small for that boss. And yeah, you can get trapped really weirdly in some corners, and sometimes it's just impossible to not get hit if he pushes you up into a corner. Doesn't allow you to dodge, and for example does the crown slam. So I've been memed on Godfrey before, but let's hope it goes alright this time. I think last run we got hit to a random earthquake attack. We just got clipped just by the edge of it. Close, close. Before we get to gold 3, we will pick up some smithing stone 6s along the way, and we will go into the copy of the round table hold for a spare rune arc and some extra runes and a smithing stone 5. We go up here, we get the smithing stone 6 and and we rest at the grace. We'll get the Melina dialogue, but that's okay. We would have rested somewhere, anywhere,
for bringing here.
level up
I shall
before
the farewell.
gold 3.
I wish you have. I have no.
So this part should be mainly safe. I think one time, like a practice run, that one Landel, the simple kind of knight, not this one up ahead, but the one that has a scripted lunge attack. I think he did continue to have aggro after I went past him, which doesn't usually happen, but yeah, this guy. Yeah, this time he just doesn't see me and just goes back to his place, but on one run he did somehow keep aggro. And I think he actually hit me right as I was sitting down at the grace, so... But it was a practice run, so... Still interesting. Never got to replicate that again. Not that I want, of course, but... So yeah, we get some of these smithing stones. We don't need the sanctified wet blade, that's right there. We do want this rune, and we want the rune arc that's in the middle here, and one smithing stone 5, which is up here. Okay. Guess we can. I guess we can spend our runes and upgrade before gold 3. I could probably squeeze out another level with the runes I have, but it's like 15 more damage at this point, so not necessary. And I will probably regret saying that and will leave Godfrey at like 1 HP and to get hit. So yeah, this part is also completely safe. Even though these guys wake up and stand up, those are just scripted and they don't actually stand up because they aggroed on me. Okay. Jesus. I don't know how that hits. Yeah, this is exactly what I mean with the arena. I should not have gotten hit right there, but because he was on high ground, the hitboxes just bug out. And even though I jumped that attack, the earthquake actually hit us, so this is what I mean with when I complain that this arena is dog shit. The first hit was of course skills issue. It's not up to debate, but the second hit was just purely a shitty arena. We don't want to fight him here. We want him to come out into the opening. Come on, dude. Do an attack I can punish. Yeah. Shitty boss. That's all I can say. Of course, the first hit was skill issue, but still, the boss is shit. That's my opinion. And it's not like he really makes any sense. I mean, that's just me complaining, but lore-wise, why would he even be in that room? I mean, you know, I think what happened was just they made that room and were like, yeah, we should probably put a boss down there because there hasn't been a boss fight for quite a while, and yeah, let's just copy, for example, this boss and place it right here, and yeah, that's okay. Because this is... the arena clearly indicates us that this boss wasn't meant for this arena. And at the same time, it doesn't make really any sense why a golden copy of Godfrey would be just sitting in that room. It's not like he even drops an item to get a description. So there's completely no lore, just... just a matter of, yes, we can put in there, we'll put in there, thank you. And that's it. Also simple Morgoth scripted. So yeah. Yeah, damn, dude. I mean, this is... Yeah, this is the problem with this run. I get just hit on the dumbest things possible. Death to fall damage and 2 hits from gold tree.
Allow me, you are unprevented. The thorn, a husk, the only way and become my purpose. So I'd like to the flame then and guide.
Well, this must mean we do get good energy on Fire Giant, right? Karma has to come back our way. I still wonder whether these these Oracle envoys or whatever they're called can actually hit you. Never got hit before, but does always seem a bit close for comfort. So yeah, now begins the long trek up to Fire Giant. It's basically just a long running part with... I think we go back once after we get the Smithing Stone Ball Bearing 3. Right at the start of the mountaintops, and we go back after we pick up the Smithing Stone 7s right before Fire Giant's arena. So it's not what I meant to use. I actually do not know whether he can aggro when he's... No, I guess he... If you run right through the middle, he probably does, but... Yeah, as much as I completely love the game and as a, first playthrough, you basically play this game, and for me on my first playthrough I did not see any faults in this game, any bad decisions that were made, but yeah, once you start doing no-hit runs and challenge runs, like for example room level 1, yeah, you spot so many mistakes or not really thought out decisions that were made. For example, Fire Giant. His arena could be a perfect flat ground, just make it a flat cliff and then do a slope right at the end to the forge, but because of that sloped arena, some of his attacks just don't work as they are supposed to, and he glitches out. The same goes for his fire breath attack. I guess they made it without, you know, they made it, they played it, tested it, and just said, yeah, it's fine, but now once you play room level 1 and have to actually spend like 10 minutes inside that fight, that attack is just so garbage. You know, the flame just bounces around without any rules and you get hit out of nowhere. In addition to that, the trees in that arena can also actually troll that fight. So yeah, there's a lot of like these small things that could be corrected if the... Well, I mean, I guess the game wasn't made for no-hit runs, but still some attacks are just not thought out. And I do sound like I'm hating the game currently, but you know, I'm just pointing out mistakes. I still do absolutely love the game and think it's the best game of all time, but yeah. I hope in the next game they don't, you know, they fix up some of the mistakes they implemented into this one, like making some better duo bosses. Because Godskin Duo is just another example of not really a thought out boss. They just put two separate bosses that function very well separately and then just mashed them together and said, yeah, that's it. There's no gimmick to this fight, you just go in and you have to deal with two bosses at the same time. Same goes for some NPC fights. You'd think they would learn from the base game when making the DLC, but still they made the ladder fight at the end of the DLC. That's another example of a fight that is just, you know, not really thought out. I guess if you know, do all the quests and how many do we need? 29. If you do all the quests, you get some allies or you kill some NPCs. You can make the fight easier and fight, I think, only 2 enemies, but that's still... It's still not a well-made fight. It still forces you to sometimes 1v2 against 2 NPCs that are just have insane amounts of HP. And I just think those are areas that could be improved in the game. And yeah, I hope if they make another open world game, they actually fix those mistakes. I do wonder what they're making next, because I mean, I am crossing out Duskbloods because that's a Switch exclusive. We all know how that will work. That will be probably a worse version of Bloodborne. Will probably be optimized even worse and not work at the 30 FPS that Bloodborne runs at, and you know, making a game Switch exclusive is already, I think, a bad move. Although I do guess they just don't really care, because it's not like they get paid from the sales of Duskbloods on Switch. They will probably just get money from Nintendo and get maybe a really small cut from the actual sales, so they don't really care about that. They get paid, and whoever desperately wants to play Duskbloods will go out of their way and get a Switch anyway. And it's not like it's an open world game, you know. Elden Ring 2, it's most I think they called it a PvPvE game, so yeah, I'm guessing I also wouldn't be a giant fan of that. I'm not really a big fan of how PvP works with the engine FromSoft uses. I think it's clunky and feels really desynced most of the time. But I do guess that's just how the engine works, so. Still, it is a shame that we don't get a PC release. I guess we got Night Train after Elden Ring, but that also was a big pivot from the usual FromSoft games, and yeah, I guess Night Train isn't really doing as well as Elden Ring is. I would even go to say that Night Train probably has more concurrent players than I mean, Elden Ring has more concurrent players than Night Train, because frankly, after you do some runs in Night Train, the game just expires, you could say. You get all the achievements, you defeat all the bosses, you do all the Everdark bosses, all the character remembrances. And I mean, after that, what else is there left? I guess you can push the rank system they have, although from what I heard, the depths at the higher levels are basically impossible to do if you're just an average guy playing Night Train casually on weekends, so that's also another aspect that's, turns away some people from that game. Which sucks, because I did enjoy playing it, but like I said, it just... You run out of things to do very quickly in that game. They did say it's a light... I mean, it is a live service, and I do wonder whether they'll actually do another DLC to Night Train. I guess that would be interesting, because if they don't do another DLC, the game is basically finished. I mean, they probably can like add some big update, like add 1 or 2 additional Night Lords, but I guess that's also not optimal. You're just increasing the difficulty of the game, and yeah, I don't know. It's a difficult task to balance out a live service game, especially since they're working probably on 2 other different games simultaneously, so yeah. Still, a second Night Train would be not Titan, a second Elden Ring would be such a great thing to get. Even if it would have the flaws that this game has, I would still say another open world, or maybe not even open world, just the Souls-like, the Dark Souls type of open world would be already great. So yeah. Let's just pray Miyazaki is actually working on something great in the background. Okay, let me just blow my nose out. Okay, much better. Much better. What the fuck? Come on, you bot account. How do you even, how are you even able to spam these types of advertisement without getting your channel banned? We need to upgrade.
Oh, I didn't. I'll be doing much. Just lay out.
Okay. Get this, we level up. I guess I can sell these runes here. It'll be quicker. And we go and we do... We do Fire Giant and hope for good RNG on him. I guess we do already have 62 strength, so with Radagons and yeah, we should be already at the hard cap of our level. So I guess we don't need any more levels into that. We'll pump more levels into strength after we hard cap also our endurance. I need sleepers. is nice. Preferably not get hit by the flame. Simple. So yeah. From now on, basically all of the fights except, I guess Gideon and I guess Radagon are unscripted. So Godskin Duo is unscripted, Malekith is unscripted, and Godfrey is unscripted. So yeah, now is basically the toughest part of the run. And as you can see on the splits, I did get hit 3 times on Malekith, which is really demoralizing because I practiced that boss quite a lot. But yeah, it just happens, you know. When your life it is kind of more,
Very well. Let my
I guess you could say, stressful during a fight, and in addition to that, when you practice actually the boss fight, it's not like there's anything on the line, so yeah. Oh, what's up, Bugs? Just keep getting hit in Goldtree. Yeah. And this time it actually happened, like I said, because one was of course skill issue, and that's completely my fault, but one of the hits was completely because of the arena. He dashed away and got on top of some stairs, and he did the attack where he does the ground earthquake, and I did the usual punish for that. So you jump into him and hit him, but because he was on the stairs and I was beneath him, the hitbox actually reached my character, even though I was airborne, and you do get iframes while you're in the air, at least on your bottom half of your character. Yeah, I jumped right into the hitbox. But like I said, if this was on flat terrain, it wouldn't be a problem, because I did time the hit right, but just because he was above me on some stairs in that arena, I got clipped because part of the earthquake attack was just elevated. But yeah, I mean, that's, I guess you could say that's a skill issue. I mean, most of the hits are skill issue. Some are, of course, of weird, stupid RNG stuff, but I guess you could say almost all hits are skill issue. Especially since some people can go through the game without getting hit, so it's clearly a matter of just practice and not getting hit. Well, you fight and you learn. Simply learn and win. That's all there is. Let's hope we don't get any goofy gods can duo fight. I think I have everything ready. I don't think I will sleep the noble. I mean the... Oh no, okay. Worked out. Sometimes when you throw the sleep pod a bit too far, noble is a bit slower and he doesn't... Apostle is a bit slower and he doesn't actually go all the way and doesn't get slept. Oh. Okay. Jesus. Yeah, this is not optimal. He will summon in a second. Oh, I just got hit. I thought he was summoning. Yeah, now he's summoning. Screw you, no. God damn it. Another hit. That's unnecessary. I thought he was summoning already before. But he did the flame throw. Damn, the music is loud. Let me get some different music going. Another case of skill issue. And I am somehow doing even worse than I was doing on the previous run. Just hope we can get the Malekith fight and the Godfrey fight hitless and... yeah. Oh, I do guess I shouldn't have... Shit, I shouldn't have upgraded because we need a shit ton of runes to get our weapon to plus 25. Okay, let's see if I have enough, if I sell some stuff. Shit. And it's 6 smithing stone 7s. And I will probably sell everything, because I am pretty sure I don't have enough. Guess I don't need anything from this. Maybe... Let's pray this is enough. I really don't want to go looking for some runes. Yeah, 20k is no way enough. It's okay, we can just go in Limgrave to 2 graveyards and get some runes. Using the beast torch. But yeah, this is nowhere enough. We need 8 smithing stone 8. I guess I could go and just grab these from Farum Azula. Yeah, actually I know where I can find some runes simply. I think it's this Grace. Oh yeah, this is... Yeah, I guess I didn't get that Grace before. Okay, we can just go to a grave site. Damn. Such a waste of time. Just because I forgot to upgrade. I'm thinking where I can get some other spare runes. They... Yeah, this is no way enough. We'll go to the gravesite up here, and I have to figure out where to get the rest of these runes. We could do, of course, Malekith without the weapon upgraded, but I don't know if we can get the face to script it. If we don't have the weapon upgraded fully, and if Malekith does stall the first phase and our buffs run out, it will be even worse. So.
Well, you're...
Yeah, there's no way enough.
Goodbye.
How can I get... I'm thinking where there's a big rune I can pick up. That's not too far. Damn, I should have gotten that grace in the Dragon Temple. That gives access to a, I think, plus 25k. Let me just check. Wait, there's the golden rune. 9th near a grace we have. And there's a golden rune 10. Guess I should stealth because I don't know the area. Crazy detour, but okay. It is rune 10 and we get one more rune from beneath the cliff and that should be enough. I have to write down my notes to remember not to upgrade. Because that was just impulse to upgrade there. Let's see where this rune is at. Can we get in here safely? Let's hope this is enough. We can also sell the Stormhawk axes. We got these. We need... Shit, we need 8. 360, so we need 10k more. Jesus, man, such a detour unnecessary. Um... Oh, there is a Great Room 12 in the Ashen Capital. I mean, it's still Leinel. Should be around there. Think, at least. This is definitely not it. Oh, we have to jump up from here. Can I jump up from here? I don't actually think I can. Again, we can get another grace. Another rune. Disgrace. Disgrace. Such an unnecessary detour just because I forgot to not to upgrade. Okay. There should be one near that carriage down there. We need only 8k more to get a plus 25. Please be enough. It is definitely not enough. Jesus, not even close. We can go into this city part up ahead. This elevator definitely could be just stairs and not full-on elevator to get one story down. Where is that one room? Guess this is one. Oh, this is really not optimal. Yeah, screw that guy. Okay, let me think when we can get. We need like 3k more. I think I can just sneak by this guy. Please be enough. Guys, should be enough. Finally. And something is aggroed on me. Okay. Jesus, can I... Why don't you get the gold scarab talisman to get more runes? Yeah, I'm not really... I don't really want more runes like in total. I just want enough runes to upgrade the iron balls to max. We need 3 more. Yeah, after doing Godskin, I just forgot not to upgrade any levels and just keep those runes to buy all the necessary smithing stones. And that's why I'm still lacking some runes right now. I'll just sell some of these. Come on, dude. Just 1k more. This is so... I don't think I have ever been so down bad for some runes. Okay, we still need one more rune. I guess we can grab this rune. Here's Stormhill Shag. Yeah, I don't really need the runes. I just need enough to upgrade the iron balls. Or I do. No, we don't need the runes. We can just. We get some runes along the way during the bird part. Yeah, that was such an unnecessary time waste. This whole running part. Whoa. Why did you aggro? I have Assassin's Gambit active. I don't know what I messed up on that bird skip. Probably because should probably use the Ash of War before jumping down. That probably was why. But bird aggroed, although still weird. I guess I should have changed the split to Malekith. I can just edit it later on. The hit was technically on the route to Malekith, so... Okay, we get this grace, we upgrade, and then we go... and then we go do Malekith. If I can alt tab back into the game. Okay, let's hope Malekith goes smoothly.
approacheth, destined death. I will not have it stolen from me again.
Oh jeez. Okay, we got the stun. Whew, that was scary.
Witness tarnished. I covered destined death.
Okay, now we have Gideon left, which I guess Gideon shouldn't really be considered a boss fight on this run because he's completely scripted. So I guess just Godfrey and Rada Beast. You can put the rest into strength. At this point, we're already over our hard cap on strength scaling, so all the levels we put into it just add like 1 or 2 more damage. But there's not really any other stat that's worth pumping, because we do also hit the hard cap for endurance, stamina gain hard cap. So if we would pump a few more levels, we would get like 1 more stamina, which is just a waste of levels. I think after level 50, the next 2 levels you gain absolutely nothing, except like maximum equip load, and I think like level 53, you actually gain 1 stamina. And running on 1 stamina to 155 is really not worth the levels.
I knew you'd come to stand before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Lord. What a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, I know in my bones a tarnished cannot become a lord.
Simple.
Not even you. A man
Bro
cannot
speaks longer than
a god.
the entire fight takes. Good thing these iron balls can completely script him, because that fight is a nightmare if you don't have a scripted Gideon. All the triple rings he can do, those are busted. I mean, he is an NPC, so that immediately makes him an annoying boss. He can heal, he fast rolls, so all the homicide Gideon. Okay. Jesus. I think we got a double hit on one of the jump attacks, that's why he did what he did. But simple scripted, mostly scripted Godfrey, so at least that boss is over. Okay, a 5-hit PB would be definitely nice. We can get 72 strength along with the Great Rune, Radagon Sword Seal, and additional 10 strength from the Physics Flask. We get 92 strength, which is almost the cap for strength scaling, so ooh, that was super early. I should have rolled a bit later. Worked, but that was super early. That was just luck. I think that was like frame perfect that we didn't get hit. GG's. There we go, dude. Simple. Simple. Yeah, I guess 5-hit PB is much better, especially since, I mean, what we got, one of the hits was on the setup where we just misclicked one jump. That was embarrassing, to be honest. And what else we got? We got hit on the way to Malekith by the bird. That's just because I use Assassin's Gambit too late. That's just, you know, a dumb mistake that I did. Easily fixable. One of the hits on Godskin Duo, yeah, that was completely just my fault. I thought he was already summoning, but he was doing the Flame Sling type of attack. And we got hit on Gold 3. The first hit was just pure skill issue, and the second one was he dashed up some stairs and I was beneath the stairs and I just got clipped by a hitbox that normally doesn't hit you if you jump over it. So yeah, I guess also skill issue, but yeah, that's just unlucky RNG in that small arena.
The fallen leaves tell.
I guess I just have to practice him more and be mindful when I punish him. Whenever he goes up on like a high ground or beneath a pillar, because that does bug him out. So yeah, but still the run was fine. We didn't get any like really bad RNG. We got well, let's call it decent Godric. We got good Radan, really good Radan. DTS also didn't do some stupid shit. We got a really good Fire Giant. Godskin Duo, yeah, I guess, you know, except that one hit. Malekith phase 1 was also really good. We got all the attacks we wanted right away before my buffs ran out. The phase 2 of Malekith was kind of sketchy, not gonna lie. I did miss an attack, but luckily we got that still in. And we didn't get hit or didn't need to Memory of Grace out of there. And yeah, Gideon is scripted, and Godfrey was really good. We got him perfectly. And Rada Beast, yeah, I did some early rolls, but still work out, so yeah. The run was okay, that's all I can say. So yeah, I guess that's it for today. We got a new PB. Getting down to 5 PB is really great. Hope we can get, of course, get the run done, but at least get a PB of 1 hit so that we can just, whenever we do the run, we can just reset the moment we can we get hit, and we don't have to actually continue all the way with the run, because, you know, we already have a PB of 1 hit. There's no point in continuing. So yeah, I guess that's it. So GG's. I hope you all had a great time, whoever was watching. And I will probably see you tomorrow. We'll probably do, just like today, 2 streams, one in the morning and one in the evening with some practice in between. I do still have Christmas break, so that gives me some time to do this. So yes, I guess this is it. GG's and goodbye. Bye bye.